Hello, I'm your host, Karl Meneghella, welcoming you to Season 2 of Coffee with Karl. This season, I'm really excited that we continue with our idea of having visiting experts, both locally and internationally, as they share their wisdom, knowledge, and experience on ideas both big and small. A new initiative this season will be our casual coffee conversations. These will be impromptu, unscripted conversations where we pull at an idea and see where it leads us. Another exciting aspect that I'm really looking forward to is our town hall style forums, a chance for our visiting experts to engage with students and together unpack some more contemporary issues, a way of engaging and broadening our reach and giving more people a voice. So I'm very excited about Season 2 and I look forward to seeing you with Coffee with Karl. Thank you. For this episode of Coffee with Karl, I'm very pleased to be able to present Mr. Seri Kantajai. Sawadee krap.
สวัสดีครับ จุมเรียบสัว Dr. Karl.
A pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you
And
as
you're
well.
in Phnom Penh this weekend doing a weekend workshop.
Yes, my workshop is on leadership and self-awareness.
Oh, and self-awareness.
Yes.
Very, very important for leaders to be self-aware.
Yes.
Very good. Would you like to share some of your background?
Okay, my background, I have 20 years in hospitality management, specialized on human resources development as well as process improvement.
Very good. And before that, the 20 years before?
Yeah, before I start with the hospitality business, I used to work in the Indo-Chinese refugee camp, doing cultural orientation for Indo-Chinese refugees who bound for the United States.
Ah, so you're doing like a cultural sensitivity, cultural awareness.
Right, right.
Very interesting.
Prepare them for their resettlement so that they won't get a culture shock when they got there.
And that happens for so many people. You go to a new place, so many of you are thinking of graduating. And when you graduate, if you're lucky, you go to an international company or a new location, and there's a possibility of having culture shock. So you helped them with the preparation for that to overcome some of the culture shock.
Right.
Very good. And then today we're talking about self-awareness. Is that correct?
Right. Self-awareness is one of the three modules that I bring to this course. Mm-hmm. Okay, it will be followed by self-control and self-leadership later on.
Very good. So self-awareness, self-control, and self-leadership.
Exactly.
I like it. Can you tell us more about the self-awareness? I know you were talking about a model, the DISC model,
yes,
which I think we'll get into. But why is self-awareness, regardless of the model, why is it so important? Why is it so fundamentally important, especially to entrepreneurs or leaders, aspirant?
Yes. Okay. Focusing on the general benefits, self-awareness will help you to make the right decision. It also helps you to improve relationships. It also helps you to regulate your emotion in a difficult situation. Okay, and also it will help you finding a strength and blind spot within you, so that you can identify your potential and your personal needs for development.
Very good. When you say relationships, it's not just personal relationships. I imagine it's also the business or corporate relationships.
Yeah, or it could be professional relationship and personal relationship as well. Yes, as you know, people we have two different parts.
Yes,
Yeah,
very
work
much.
and
Play.
Your life. Yeah, play. Yes, exactly.
And I think also if there's more self-awareness, they're better able to code switch and understand that in this situation, in this environment, I need to be aware of different behaviours or different things of myself than in a social context. I think it's very valuable for leaders, especially for those of you who are getting to near the end of your degree, who are looking at maybe going into a company. Being more self-aware means you're going to be better equipped, I would imagine.
Right, exactly.
Very good. So the self-awareness, you talked about self-awareness and then you talked about self-leadership as well. So these modules, they scaffold together, do they? So we start with self-awareness.
Yes, it's always start with self-awareness. To be the leader, you need to understand yourself very well. before understand other people around you. So when you take a lead as a leader, understand yourself, understand others, it will help you to balance your objective. You balance your process and management style, communication style as well, to achieve what your team pursue.
Yes. I suppose it would also make the leader more authentic. Because if you're self-aware, and whether you're a charismatic leader or autocratic, whatever,
Right.
being self-aware means you're going to be more consistent. Is that
Well,
or more true to yourself?
I have the different interpretation. Okay, so the leadership can be can arise from different style. Okay, it can be unique. It does not to be the same as the other leader.
Yes.
Okay, so to identify your personal profile will help you understand what kind of the leader you are, and how could you lead your team, or what kind of potential that you have as a leader to bring your team move your team forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So why is this, that's okay for leaders in companies, why is this important for university students?
For university students, there are three aspects that you should think about. Firstly, academic perspective. Okay, having self-awareness will help you to understand yourself. Most of Asian students, they choose their major and career path according to the preference of their parents.
Yes.
Yeah, or their family, right? So it's come from what they want to make others happy, and then they forget their own potential, their own desires inside. So having self-awareness will help them to tune to set the direction, clearly, so that they can work toward their goals and their purpose.
I had a guest before, Miss Chantani, who I know that you know as well very well, and she was talking about her son, and she had the vision of her son becoming an accountant or a doctor or whatever, and the son had a passion for doing voice teaching, voice coaching.
Okay.
And I think maybe if the son is more self-aware, he was better able to say to his mother, look, I've done 1 year, this is not for me, it doesn't fit with my personality, I can't make this work.
Yes.
And he convinced her that he would like to do this other thing, the voice teaching, and now he's very successful, but also very happy. And his mother is happy, he is happy, everyone is happy. So I think that's maybe something very valuable for students, that the more self-aware you are, the better you're equipped to have that conversation with your parents, because there is a lot of pressure to follow their dreams for you. But I suppose if you're self-aware, you can better articulate or better talk with your parents.
Right. So in academic perspective, it will help you to tune to the right direction that come from your own personality, right? And secondly, it is from the social perspective. Okay, being a university student, you leave your family, and then you start to form the new relationship with your friends in the university. Also relationship with your consultant, right? Your lecturer, and self-awareness will help you to develop those relationships.
Yes.
And help you to balance your relationship in the network.
I think it's
better.
Yes. So obviously then they'll get more out of the experience as well.
Yes.
Better equipped. So what are some of the pitfalls you have seen with university students who lack this self-awareness?
Okay. As we talked before, using the case of Kun Chantani's son, right? So the pitfall could be that you choose the wrong major, right? So your career path might be different from what you have designed, or you may end up with doing something that you are not very comfortable, or it does not match with your style at all. So you will be struggling from the moment you study, spend like 4 years in the university. More than that, you will struggle for the whole life, doing things that you're not comfortable.
Yes.
Right. So that's number one pitfall. And the other pitfall would be that spending time in the academic year, you need to spend a lot of effort and focus, right, on what you study, your assignments, right, from the class, and sometimes you need to regulate your emotion, right, knowing or aware of your personal style, right. It will help you to find a way to regulate your emotion, and at the same time to maintain the relationship between your people around you as well.
I remember my own experience in my first degree. I was not very good at controlling my emotions.
Yes.
I'd get a result I didn't like, and I'd be very angry or frustrated. So
Yes.
this resonates with me. But even more so when you talk about having that sense of fit, that your career, because you invest a lot of time, you invest a lot of effort, and you want to be doing something you enjoy. And I remember for many years, my first passion was teaching. And I remember I'd go and visit my brother, who was very professional in corporate world. And at first I felt embarrassed because in Australia, for example, what are you? Oh, you're a managing director, or you're a CEO. And someone would say to me, what are you? I say, a teacher. And they'd look, okay. But I realized that I had managed by luck to fit my passion. And as a result, for many years, I didn't feel like I worked. I got paid to do what I enjoyed.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's a very good lesson for people, that you can spend 20 years doing something you don't like, earning a lot of money and being very unhappy, or maybe it means you do something you do like and you forget you're even going to work.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
So you talked about the DISC model. Could you elaborate a little bit on the DISC model, please?
So this model is the tools that I always use to help people to find their own style, to aware of their style profile or your preference, right? This come from D, I, S, and C. D stand for dominance. Okay, dominant is the people who are very articulate and articulate and very decisive. Okay, I represents for a group of people who are very good in building relationship. Okay, while steadiness, right? S for steadiness represents those people who are very steady, stay calm, right? Very patient and supportive. And lastly, C stands for compliance. Yeah. So compliance describes people who are approached in detail, right? And they are very sensitive to risk taking, right? And all the detailed stuff. So many people may perceive that C or compliance people are perfectionists, for example. So finding themselves belonging to 4 different profile styles will help them to understand their strength or their potential within them, right? What best they can do from their profile, and at the same time, they will start to realize the other flip side of the coin, right? So every strength has blind spot. Right?
Yes.
So if they understand the blind spot and they know exactly how their relationship or how their communication going to clash or to be ineffective with those blind spots. Yeah, and at the same time they can be very successful. They can transform themselves, bringing their own potential within them. right, to move forward, to transform themselves to be the leaders.
So the DISC model, how is it implemented?
Okay, first, the student need to do the self-assessment. It's a survey.
Yes.
It's a survey question. They need to fill in and score themselves, right, to identify which profile that dominates their behavior.
So they're not one or the other. They could be. Could be overlap?
It could be overlap because, for example, my style profile can be identified as I, because I am very good in dealing with people, for example. But at the same time, in some occasion, I can be very, very specific into detail.
Which would be the C, is that
yes,
right?
C.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, but if most of the time my I profile stand out over the other profile, so the dominance will be I. But it doesn't mean that I cannot be compliance, I cannot be steadiness, I cannot be directive. Sometimes it depends on the situation
Yes.
where I am. Yes.
So that's your preferred default.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Prefer default. That's the word.
Okay. We've coined a new term.
Yes.
My next question is: they do the survey,
Yes.
and that's online, I presume.
Also in paper or online.
Okay.
Yes.
And when they've done the survey, they get a result. Is that correct?
Yes. As soon as they score themselves, they can calculate by themselves and identify which one is their dominant profile, right? And the second dominant and the least dominant.
Right.
For example.
When they've done that, is there any training, for example, they can do to enhance their, like say, for example, they come out I, for example, and let's say it's I, you're managing, for example, a law firm. So you need to be the manager with the relationships and the communication skills, but you also need to be a person who can see that attention to detail.
Yes.
And let's say, for example, I'm in that position. I'm the manager of the law firm, and I know that my sub need is C, compliance. Are there things I can do to develop that?
Well, okay, for if your subordinate is C, so they are already doing good into detail,
Right.
right? And at the same time, you can handle with your clients,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And also you can handle with the team in your organization instead of having C people to do that.
Yes.
Because it can be a blind spot for them, right? And it can put them in a difficult or awkward situation,
Yes.
right? So they can perform at their best when they are in their comfort zone. But at the same time, if they want to improve or transform themselves, right, you can give them a try to do something different, but not just all at once.
Yes, yes.
Right. You can.
So scaffolded.
Yeah, right. Scaffolded, step by step.
Very good. So how does DISC then relate for university students as an example? How can that help them if they have that awareness?
Okay. Those university students who could identify their own profile, for example, if they identify themselves as the dominance type, okay, they are very good in leading the project. So this dominant type of people can sometimes make a very good decision and be very assertive, okay, very result oriented, and he would be the one who will get things done. But he should aware that sometimes he could interact with people over aggressive. Right?
Okay.
So
yes,
that
yes,
could
yes.
be harmful to relationship.
So he or she
somehow.
needs to know their limitation
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
So if you're in a group, for example, maybe a group of 4 or 5 students, and you have to prepare a PowerPoint for your professor, maybe it means being aware that if you're the leader and you normally gravitate towards leadership, also being aware of your other students who may not, who may not be that type, they may need other things. So it maybe mean practicing your communication skills so that the other members of the group feel engaged and together.
Yes.
Okay, so that would cover the D, the leader. So he or she is very good at leading the group. So could we have someone like the I, you talked about very social, maybe they present or something?
Yeah, the I, they are good in collaboration. Yes, they're good in form up the team and bind everyone together.
Okay,
Yeah.
very, very valuable.
Yeah, but something that they need to be aware that sometimes they tend to be very scattered, not very focused.
Yes.
And sometimes they don't adhere to the deadline, timeline, or the principle.
I know students
Right.
like that. So, for example, if the assignment is due next Friday,
Yes.
maybe it takes the leader to keep them on track
Yes.
and to create the plan, but maybe the leader needs to be aware that
Yes.
some of the I profiles may need
Exactly.
reminding.
Yes, exactly.
I see, okay. And the S, where would they fit in a group situation?
Okay, the group is very good in routine stuff. So they never get bored with something repetitive,
Yes.
right? Because they have they are very patient, right? But at the same time, their shortfall could be that they will resist to some of the immediate change or surprise. They don't like surprise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they stay calm. They expect something that they know exactly what's gonna happen.
Yes.
Okay, so dealing with surprise, it could kill them. It could shock them.
So far in our group, we have a group of, say, 5 or 6 students.
Yes.
We have the D personality is the person that he or she is leading the group. They're going to keep them on schedule, keep them on target. The I person needs to be maybe reminded of what the deadline is or what the schedule is, because they might be all creative but forget about the actual obligations. The S person will sometimes need to be, they could be doing, for example, the formatting of the PowerPoint. They like that consistency, they
Yes,
know their
yes.
job,
Yes.
they can do all the backgrounds, everything else. What about the C at the end?
Wow, this C is very interesting because as I mentioned before, C always be perceived as a perfectionist because they pay attention into details.
To the detail.
Yes, and by being perfectionist, before you can let things go, or before you can approve, right, or accept anything, you need time to check, and sometimes it's too much,
Yes.
right, and it could delay important deadline or
Yes, yes.
what should I say, decision making. Yeah.
So they could be very important to have as proofreading, for example, on a PowerPoint, that presentation,
Yes.
because they have that attention, that eye for detail.
Yes.
Very good. Okay. So if a university student is listening right now, and we hope you are listening, and you feel inspired to cultivate greater awareness, what's one practical step they could do today? Something they could do right now to try and develop their self-awareness?
Of course. First of all, they can do a journaling. Okay, so their records or journal how they interact with people, right? And at the same time, they can seek for feedback from their close friend, from their family, from their counselor, right? Or everyone that they can trust, so that they can identify their potential or the blind spot that they never see by
Yes.
themselves, right? So by having reflection from these people will help them to be aware of their style profile as well.
So those people who don't know journaling, this is where you keep notes of your day, your interactions. So not a diary as much, it's more about how you interacted with others.
Diary is something to start with,
Right.
but not many people like writing daily, right? So it's some behavior that you need to cultivate.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you start little by little, but make sure that you do every day.
So daily, a
Yes,
daily
daily.
journal. Very good. So there's
Write-
already one
just
strategy.
write one sentence
Yes.
or one line.
Yep. So maybe you had an argument with someone, make a note of that, and then later
Yes.
you can reflect on why.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Reflecting on why is important.
So that's already part of your self-awareness.
Yes.
Just doing the journal
Yes,
and then thinking about it is already making me more self-aware.
yes,
And then you said about close friends or family getting feedback, and I think that's very scary for some people because the friend may feel obligated to tell you all the good things, but if it's a very good friend, maybe you can say to them, look, I need to know. I need to know what could I have done better.
Yes.
And that's difficult for some people. I find that difficult.
yes. It will be more difficult for people to be open-minded, to listen to the feedback, right? And sometimes it's also important to ask a good question for feedback.
Okay, so questioning skills.
Yes, questioning skill which you will learn in one of the module in
And
this process.
in your course.
Yes, in my course. Yeah.
So questions can be closed questions. How are you today? I'm fine.
Yes.
And that's the end of the conversation. Or they can be open questions. So why do you do something? Or why do you like this? And the whys are very good because it allows the person to expand. And that's something you can practice with your friends. The closed
Exactly.
question, open question. Okay, any other strategies they can employ?
Yes. The strategy is doing it today. Doing it now.
I can see one of our crew wearing the Nike
Yes.
socks, and you can't see this, but I can see it.
Yes.
And I remember for Nike, it was just do it. And that's a really good logo for yourself. The Nike. Tick, just do it. Stop
Just do it.
complaining, stop
Yes.
procrastinating. Yeah, very good.
You can come up with, wonderful strategy, right? So there's many good strategy out there, but if you don't do it now, all strategy is just helpless.
Yeah,
Yes.
abstract. Mr. Seri, thank you so much for today. I've
Pleasure to
learned
be
something.
here.
I hope you've learned something as well. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at the end of this weekend course. And hopefully we end up with students who are a little bit more on the pathway to self-awareness. Thank you
course.
very much. Khop mak
Pleasure
khrap.
to be
Thank
here.
you. And thank you. I hope you enjoyed this session.
Thank you so much for joining me with Coffee with Karl. I hope you had a chance to gain some new knowledge and insights, and perhaps together we can wake up our thinking. Thank you.